Welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be a spatchcock chicken in the Ooni Karu 16. And you're like, ooh, spatchcock, that sounds like a bad word. No, it's not. So you cut the backbone out of a chicken, you lay it open, you crack the breastbone. I prefer to cut it so it lays flatter and then you don't worry about damaging the meat. But we're going to cook it in the oven because it lays flat. And you can cook a chicken, and this chicken, I cooked one yesterday about 48, 49 minutes. Say an hour. Cook this chicken in an hour. Just made 2 pizzas in this for lunch. So between cooks, every time I put a fire in this and the fire goes out, I clean it. I get all the ash out, I brush the stones, I got the shop vac, and make this thing all nice and clean for the next cook. Now, all the pizzas I've cooked, I've used wood. Wood burns hot. Or this oven with wood, it really doesn't go below 550. So I don't want to cook that chicken at 550. The last one I cooked was at like 480 Fahrenheit. And I used lumped charcoal. So I'm going to use lumped charcoal in this because I can regulate the heat way better than with wood. But right toward the end of the cooking, I'm going to throw just a little bit of wood on it to get that woody flavor into the chicken. Let's spatchcock this chicken. We have us a fresh young chicken. We're going to take it out of the bag, we're going to rinse it, we're going to pull the guts out, whether it's the gizzards and all those fancy things that are stuffed in the cavity. We'll get this all cleaned up and patted dry, and we'll spatchcock it. We've got our chicken all rinsed and dried. Now we're going to spatchcock it. We're going to cut the spine out, then we're going to flip it over. And I personally prefer to cut the breastbone. They tell you to lay it flat and press on it and crack it. I don't want to do that in case it tears the meat and the breast or something like that. So the best way to do this, you need poultry scissors, seafood scissors. You need something that cuts like it's supposed to. And this chicken still has quite the neck left in it. So that's where we're going to start because that is a great place to tell you where to go. So we're just going to come over here and just cut. You can hear that thing crunch.
Sounds disgusting. Sounds like you're cracking somebody's neck.
Is this a mafia chicken? Cracking somebody's neck, like kneecaps, right?
Oh gosh.
That does sound terrible, doesn't it? Just make sure you don't get your finger in there. You may need a knife to cut the skin. I had to do that last time. I forgot about that, but these scissors will do a decent job. All right, we're going to get a knife and cut the skin. There you go. I'm going to cut the skin on this side too. The backbone is removed. Now you can save this. You want to do something with it, soup, stock, whatever, have at it. Me, I think I will put this in the trash can. All right, so now we're left with the breastbone in here. And we can get rid of the gizzard parts and all that stuff in there. So now here's the breastbone right in here. And there's the breastbone in there. So there's your chicken. And when you put it in the dish, it's going to lay flat, just like that. All we're putting on this, salt, pepper, rosemary, olive oil. This is our spatchcocked chicken, cast iron skillet. The Ooni Sizzler Grizzler plate order has been delayed due to bad weather from Hurricane Ian. So we just got this cast iron Bayou 9x13, olive oil, salt, pepper, and some fresh rosemary off the bush. Let's start the fire. Okay, we're gonna use big green egg lump charcoal. I have than lump charcoal, but this bag's already open. We're gonna fill up our fire grate and get this fire started. All right, we got our lump charcoal in there with our boom fire starter. Let's light her up. The fire starter's on its way. Once this lump charcoal ignites and gets going, this oven will go up to like 480 and we'll put in our chicken. Fire's been lit for 15 minutes. We're at 430 degrees. We're looking for like 460, 480. I've already thrown another handful of the lump charcoal into the fire grate. I'm gonna get the chicken and put this on. All right, there's our spatchcock chicken. We're going in. We're gonna go the head side in first. And we're gonna keep it right up to where the door is. I don't wanna stick it back in there too far because I don't wanna burn that chicken. And we're gonna, every 15 minutes, we're gonna keep rotating that pan. We're gonna turn that pan either 180, then 90, 180, 90, until it's done. The temperature right now is 544. The new coals are lit. I'll let that temperature settle and see where we end up. I threw a handful of lump charcoal on there when I put the chicken in. The temperature went up, it started going 580, 590. Now the ceiling vent was wide open and the flue was wide open. I closed the ceiling vent and I closed the flue and I got the temperature down to 522. I'm looking for 480. So we're at the first 15-minute mark. I'm gonna rotate that chicken 180 and put its feet to the fire. So the current temperature has subsided. It's down to 520. It's probably gonna drop a little bit when we open this door. We'll go another 15 minutes. The oven's maintaining 470. That's what I'm looking for. We're gonna rotate this one more time. I forgot that yesterday when I made these, I put the feet in first, because right now the breasts are a little toasty here, but that's gonna be fine. Listen to that sizzle. Ooh. Oh, I wish you could smell this. Holy shit, does that smell good. All right, now we're gonna go in long ways. Oven's at like 440. It's been 15. It's been an hour. Thighs are at 175. The breast is at 155, and that will carry over cook. You don't want to cook your chicken breast to 165 because you'll kill it. Cook it 155, 156, let it carry over cook. This is done. We're taking it out. We'll let it rest. Ooh, this pan is still a little hot there. We've let this chicken rest for about 15 minutes because the chicken breast was at 154. Let it carry over cook, because there's one thing you can do real easy is kill a chicken breast. I know, I've been there, I've done that, and they're dry as shit. So here we go. We got ourselves a nice spatchcock chicken. And we're gonna serve it up with some rice. We gotta do a rice video. My woman can make rice like you have never had before in your life, and I gotta convince her to let me do a video, because it makes this gold crust on the bottom. And that gold crust is freaking delicious, ain't it? Yeah, it is. She's shaking her head, yeah. So I gotta pry that out of her. I gotta have to have her permission. So right now we've got ourselves a nice breast and a wing. Took the thigh off it. Now the rib bone is still on that. So if you want to serve your guests the proper meal, take all the rib bone off and just give them a nice old piece of chunk breast meat there. And they want to come back for the thigh, the wing, the hip, let them have at it. We're going to add us a big old scoop of that rice with the golden crust on the bottom. Rice video's coming up. I got to convince her that we got to publish this. It's a family secret, so I might have a problem. We each have our breast with the wing. So we got the two thighs with the drumstick in the pan. Those would be great for a reheat. Let's dig into this chicken breast. That is so flavorful, and it's not dried out. And with all the juice that's in the pan, you can baste it. I did baste it. Every time I turned it, I did baste it with the olive oil chicken juice that was in the bottom. Well, cheers with an icy cold Cosmopolitan. Oh, those babies are tasty. Well, have a good weekend. Take care. Thanks for watching. See ya.